Hey guys, I just wanted to talk to you a bit about how to tackle your science lessons and why it's important that we complete guided notes as we do so. So every single lesson in your online science course includes a link to guided notes. Guided notes are they're important because reading your science text straight through and then expecting to remember everything we've read is pretty unfair. We don't read for information like we read a novel for fun. Not too many kids or adults can read through a science lesson and remember everything that they touched upon. So our notes are really helpful tool in helping us to remember the key bits of information. A fun statistic, or maybe a little bit scary statistic that I read some time ago, is that your average middle school science course includes as many new vocab words as a first-year foreign language class. So imagine reading a lesson in a first-year foreign language class and seeing all these different words you don't understand, you don't know, and you're just expected to memorize these. That would be really unfair. And so the same holds true in your science class. So there are definitely ways to learn these words and what they mean, but we have to use those tools that allow us to do that. So guided notes. Guided notes are always, as I mentioned, they're always located on the first page of every single lesson. If you scroll to the bottom of, and this is just lesson 1.01, and you'll see this in every same icon with the little keys with the word that says important and then a link. Be sure to complete guided notes. So if you click on guided notes, it's a live link and it opens up a note-taking worksheet. So in this instance, it includes several key questions and some vocab words. It's pretty standard. If you scroll down, you can either print or you can open this file. Either's fine. In this instance, I'm going to open the file. And once I do that, I can, let's see here, I can enable editing here. And once I do that, I am able to type right in the box. These boxes do expand, so a lot of kids choose to do this instead of handwriting their answers just so that those boxes expand. If you don't want to use this worksheet, feel free to use these key questions and terms in your own note, your own science notebook. That'd be just fine. Okay. If you do use the worksheet, you're going to want to make sure to save it to a file on your computer, and I would recommend saving them by course and which module you're in. That way they're easy to locate and find. So that's how we locate the guided notes. You'll also find them, they're very important, and because of that, they're located in a couple of key places. I'm sorry, I keep moving this around. So you'll find them on the first page of your lesson and then also again on the last page of the lesson. So some people, if you're like me, you'll read through the lesson, you'll not do your notes, and you'll get to the last page and then you'll find the link to the guided notes there as well. And for me personally, I like to read the lesson, then go back through and do the guided notes a second time. It just helps me to solidify some of the key concepts. So guided notes are also located here on the very last page of the lesson. A couple other things that might help you retain some of what you're reading about. This section, think like a scientist and talk like a scientist. These are expandable. If you click on this, it opens up a series of questions. If after completing your guided notes and reading the lesson, you're unable to answer these questions, it's a good idea to include them in your guided notes as well. And then the talk like a scientist includes vocabulary. Same thing, if you see a vocab word that you don't know or you don't understand, you might decide I probably would include those in my guided notes. Okay, so do I grade these? I actually don't grade them, but I can always tell when kids aren't taking the time to do them. I can usually tell in the grades that are earned on assignments. So although I don't personally grade these, I can usually tell if you're doing them or not. One benefit to students, I will accept guided notes as an alternate to the discussion-based assessment. We call those DBAs. So DBAs they come at the end of every single module before you take the module exam. And it's just a time for students to call and chat and review with me. Sometimes it can be difficult to get through if it's really busy, and other times students maybe they've got a lot going on and you don't have time to talk to me. So in those instances, it's totally fine for you to upload your guided notes, and I will grade them as an alternate to the DBA. So they are definitely worth your while. So be sure as you start your first lesson in science, I'd like you to really get in the habit of always completing guided notes.